me talk to you.
Welcome back, guys, to Dad and Son Wrestling Reviews. That's Son and I'm Dad. Heyo! And tonight we're going to be doing our review of Raw. A little bit late, life's been busy, but we're getting to it. But before that, you're going to share something from the greatest book ever written, the Bible, aren't you?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bud.
Everyone who asks will receive. The one who searches will find. And everyone who knocks the door will have the door open. Luke 11 verse 10. When we ask, God gives us. Well, not exactly.
It's not exactly what we desire within our heart when we're asking.
Yeah.
But it's what we need, isn't it? Yeah. So
like God gives us air. God gives us food.
Well, let's think of it this way. So if I pray to God and ask for strength, does he make me strong? Or does he give me things in my life to make me stronger? Does he put obstacles in my way? Does he give me situations in which I grow stronger?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So instead of going, hey, dear God, I need to be rich, he doesn't necessarily give me money. He gives me a beautiful life with 3 beautiful children and an incredible wife. Yeah. And I am rich in that way. Yeah. So God gives us what we need, not necessarily what our human condition desires. Yeah. Because we've got to remember.
Like if I prayed to God that I wanted a new toy, he would probably not give it to me.
Yeah. But he might give you the opportunity to have a friend that might have new toys and stuff and disciple that friend and be someone that brings someone to his kingdom. Yeah, see? See how we're now thinking about what God's word means to us, big guy? Awesome work. Good stuff. Shout out to Taurus, BJJ. Thanks for everything that Luke and the crew do down there for us and giving us an athletic endeavour. And a shout out to Rockingham Sharks. We're about to head off to rugby league training. I am the makeshift coach, so we're going through a period where the team kind of sucks at the moment because I'm a bad coach. Don't you reckon?
No, we won with you coaching.
Oh, yeah, true. So we're going to go down there. Hopefully we got some drills sorted today that will allow the kids to be a little bit more creative with their rugby instead of robotic and...
trying to be perfect.
Yeah, rugby league's supposed to be fun. So I'm trying to get some drills into you guys, get the fundamentals down and then have fun with the ball.
My favourite's when we play the ball and then somebody kicks it and we have to try it.
Yeah, when you're doing your second phase on your last tackle. Yeah, fair enough. So let's get into Raw. How did the show start, big guy? I'm guessing with a recap from everything from Night of Champions?
Yeah, correct.
And then where did we go from that? Who opened the show?
OBA Femi.
Yep. Crowd was hot as always. He come out. He was serenaded by the crowd. They were in Atlanta, I believe it was. So
Atlantic City.
Yeah. So the crowd was hot, but it wasn't European type hot. You know what I mean? The European crowds are always going to be a little bit more because they don't get as much.
And for some reason, they did it 2 nights. 2 shows one night.
Yeah, so they taped SmackDown, which we didn't see any of, obviously, but because we weren't in the crowd. But SmackDown this week is taped, so we probably won't get a chance to review that one.
Yeah, we probably
because there's a lot of spoilers on the internet at the moment.
Yeah.
But going on to that, OBA Femi was pretty much calling himself the ruler, fit for a king. Very similar to his to the promo he had just before, but now he was just reinserting that Destiny was on his side, and Jey Uso, even though he fought valiantly, was fighting against Destiny, so it was nothing to do with him. It was just his destiny that he was going to win this. A ruler needs a crown. And then Brock Lesnar's music hits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Huge pop for Brock Lesnar. Comes out, does almost of his talking for himself for a change, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Pretty much has a go at OBA Femi, saying that Paul Heyman's been telling him he's been talking stuff behind his back, calling him a coward and a B word. And then he says, talk not so nice word, get hit. That not so nice word
talk,
rhymes.
S.
Yeah. Get hit, kicks him in the groin, F5s him, backs out of the ring. That then leads to OBA Femi challenging him, calling him a coward again to his face.
No, he said calling him a...
Yeah.
like saying that I said that I said you were when I said it behind your back. So now you're in front of me and you still are.
Yeah. So, show starts off hot. That leads to then a challenge for SummerSlam. So I don't know what.
Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, they're going to do Hell in a Cell.
I think
match.
that's a retirement.
Yeah, it's going to be. It will be Brock Lesnar's retirement. So they've gone a different direction than originally thought with Gunther. But it kind of puts the King of the Ring all out to wash, doesn't it? It's, I don't know, creatively.
I think they should have done. Jey Uso now, because so then Femi could get his title shot at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Because I actually would have gone with Jey Uso versus Sami Zayn would have been cool. There was a cool dynamic there. I know some people have got heat on Jey Uso. They think his in-ring work is not so good. I thought he did great against Femi. I like Jey Uso's character. I like him. I think he's great. And I think there's a lot to work with this time around with the Bloodline. I know it's still Bloodline stuff, but Sami versus Jey Uso with that history, I think is great. But yeah, so we now got Brock Lesnar, Femi at SummerSlam, Hell in a Cell, which will be a great match. It'll be a 15-minute spot fest. They'll go through the cage walls. They'll have a few crazy things happen. Femi will stand tall. Brock Lesnar will finally retire.
I know, maybe like when they're like on top of the cage, Femi falls with great and he goes through the cage and lands in the ring, and then it's 1, 2, 3.
Wow, that's quite the spot to do. I don't know if Lesnar's going to do that one, but I can see something happen. Yeah. What happened after this one, mate?
Then it was Ethan Page versus Rey Mysterio.
Who won?
Rey won with a 619 and a splash.
Yeah. So we now get Penta versus Rey Mysterio at SummerSlam.
I think it's going to be Chad Gable.
Gable, yeah, it's going to get thrown in there somehow. Ethan Page, I don't know if he really needed to take this loss. I think you could have done a multi-man with Penta, which could have been shenanigans. And this is one I actually would have liked shenanigans. I think it's too early to pin Ethan Page. And I think Rey Mysterio just doesn't need these wins. He sort of deserves a shot again. You could just do Penta versus Rey Mysterio with no real bat. You can just go, hey, our last match was great. Let's do it again for the Luchadors. And then that's your match, you know what I mean? I don't think you need to put Rey Mysterio over Ethan Page this early in Ethan Page's run on the main roster. Just my 2 cents on that one.
Yeah.
What would you rate the match, mate?
5.
5? Where did we go from here?
Then it went into a backstage segment with JD McDonagh and Dom Mysterio going into Danhausen's home.
Yeah. And they took his Knicks thing, didn't they?
Yeah. It's like a present from the Knicks.
Yeah, after all that playoffs sort of stuff. How far Judgment Day has fallen and still needs to be. Like, they need Danhausen in to get any sort of traction with the Judgment Day at the moment. And it's also filtering into the women's title area. I don't know. I like Danhausen, but I just don't think your world title pitches in either gender need to be anywhere near Danhausen. Maybe US title stuff,
or tag team title stuff.
Yeah, you just don't need Danhausen interfering and cursing like your world champions and stuff. I just don't think it's necessary. But just shows that they're creatively wise. They're just reaching for straws when it comes to the Liv Morgan's world title run. Yeah. Where did we go from here, mate?
Then it was IYO SKY out.
Yep.
And saying, I am the queen.
Yeah, so not a bad type. She did well in her promo. Obviously, English is her second language. She did well. Crowd was receptive.
I think she's actually probably good at English. They're just doing her character like...
Oh, yeah. It could be nerve-wracking speaking in front of 13,000 people when it's your second language as well, though. And Liv comes out. Liv says her piece. They're going to take each other on at SummerSlam.
Then the Judgment Day attacks.
Yeah, Judgment Day attacks. IYO SKY has no one to help out. So that's where we are with that picture. Whether Rhea Ripley turns up to save IYO and do that friend thing, and then maybe we get somewhere down the line, we get the two champs against each other. Maybe that's the direction we go for WrestleMania. Champ versus champ.
I think it's Crown Jewel because you had the Crown Jewel Championship, and then it's like IYO SKY beats Rhea, and then Rhea gets a little bit jealous.
Yeah, because she's never beaten IYO, has she?
Yeah.
That's not a bad storyline. That's a storyline you could work with. I really do. And maybe we get a real heel turn with Rhea.
I think she's better heel turn.
Yeah, she's due for one. I think the babyface thing, to me, feels dried up. Where did we go from there?
Then it was a backstage segment with Raquel.
Yeah.
Going like, I want a chance at Soul Breaker.
Yeah.
And then she goes, you versus Maxine Dupree. You get a title shot if you win.
So Maxine Dupree is obviously a former Intercontinental Champion. No matter what you think of her in-ring work, that's the background now, the history. She tries hard enough. I think she's still a bit clunky, but she tries. Even though this match was pretty decent because it leads into the match.
No,
Raquel versus
it's a little bit later.
Yeah.
But it's after this segment that has Danhausen coming into his home.
Yeah.
Then going, who made a mess in here? Then Liv Morgan comes in.
Oh, yeah. Liv Morgan gives him a mouthful again. That leads to more.
Then she like swishes away, and her hair gets in Danhausen's face and goes, how dare you need to cut that hair.
So Danhausen, very heavy on this show. Obviously needed him for a pop. But then we have Maxine Dupree versus Raquel.
Yeah.
Not a bad match actually. These two, for whatever reason, had a bit of chemistry. Raquel gets the win. Clean, no shenanigans.
I thought there was going to be heaps of shenanigans.
Yeah, probably best that way. We then get, on the way in to the match though, you have Dupree bump into Chad Gable. They have that little interaction again.
And then she goes like, sorry, and all that.
So I don't know where all this falls at the moment, if they're going different directions or what, but obviously they're trying to get as much Chad Gable on the screen while they're riding off the success of the AAA run. Where did we go from here, mate?
Then...
Oh, sorry, what did you rate the match?
3.
3? What did we go from here?
Then it went into a Lyra Valkyria hype video.
Oh, yeah, where she's going all crazy. She's looking a little bit gothic and crazy. I was like, don't we have enough gothic characters in the female division at the moment?
No, it's AEW that has it. Because they have
they've got all across the female genre at the moment. There's plenty of gothic looks. I don't think Lyra Valkyria really needed that. Like she's looking all stressed out and got dark makeup on and all that. I don't really think she needed that. But
kind of like Wednesday kind of type.
Yeah, but if they push her into the main event picture with a win over Bayley at some point, good on her.
And then
she deserves a run at the top.
And then that's how Bayley gets out.
Yeah, if Bayley puts her over on the way out, like a lot of the dirt sheets are saying, that's brilliant for her and leaves her in the world title picture or something like that. It's another cog, something fresh, and she can wrestle, so why not? Where did we go from there, mate?
Then Chad Gable versus JD McDonagh.
And who won?
Chad Gable, because Danhausen he placed like a briefcase of money.
Yeah.
And then he goes, here, your money. Here's your human monies. Then he runs out because Dom chases him. Then he goes all the way back and then he steals his shirt back.
Yeah.
And then JD, then they open it up.
Yeah, but the match had already been finished by now. Chad Gable gets the win. Taps him out with the ankle lock, doesn't he?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Yeah, because he goes in because his face all's covered and then Chad Gable gets the thing on.
Oh, the ankle lock and then taps him out. So Chad Gable continues his run. Danhausen shenanigans. But
then at the end, Raquel just knocked his head off with the kick.
Danhausen's?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then takes back the shirt. And then they run out. So they're going to continue that Judgment Day stuff.
And then he disappears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where do we go from there?
Then it was the main event.
Main event? And who was that?
OTC came out.
Yep. So we had the last segment of the show. The OTC comes out. Doesn't get much into it. Just it's the acknowledged bit, and then Seth Rollins is out, isn't he?
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is out. Obviously, with Obafemi now tied up in the Brock Lesnar thing, Seth Rollins goes, "Hey, let's run this back. I'm the one guy you just can't seem to get over. When you had your 4-year run, I was the only guy that beat you. I'm always the one that tops you. I've topped you at this WrestleMania and that WrestleMania, cashed in on you at that WrestleMania." So by the end of his little spill, OTC pretty much agrees with him, doesn't he? He says, "Yes, I don't want to beat you. I need to beat you."
And little brother.
Yeah, calls him little brother, little side chirp, like,
Because Seth Rollins was going brother.
Yeah.
Then goes little brother.
So we're now going down there. This was planned at one of the other pay-per-views, I believe, but injuries got in the way. So now they're going to run this at SummerSlam.
I think this will be a good match.
It will be a good match. I would have preferred more of a passing of the torch type stuff at SummerSlam, maybe a Bron Breakker or Obafemi in the main event.
I think it's Brock Lesnar giving the torch to Obafemi because
it'll be great, and that'll be the first one on there because it's an ESPN thing. But
I don't think so. I think it's more later.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because they haven't said it was ESPN.
Oh, there's still a few weeks before they start saying when shows are going to run and all that. But plenty of things to come at SummerSlam. Good promo. These guys can talk. That's great. There's tension there. There's history there. So I understand why they're going with this. Me, still a good main event. Just thought chucking something really fresh because this is running something back again. You know what I mean? I don't know. It'll be great. There'll be storytelling. It'll be really slow and cinematic because these two will do so many playbacks. There'll probably be a chair to a back or "I hate you," on the knees type thing. They'll play some things back here and be cinematic. There might be some shenanigans somewhere along the line or something.
And then maybe at the end, it's like Roman Reigns finally wins and he's got the chair. And then he goes that he's going to aim him up, but he can't do it because he just can't do it because he's a good guy.
Yeah, it'll be a storytelling type match. It won't be a 5-star classic.
Yeah.
Because Roman Reigns doesn't do that. He does these cinematic type matches. But it'll be a great main event. Look for Sami Zayn to be in the other one if he gets more than a week or two with his title. So we'll see what the other side of the bracket is. But as always, thank you. That was Raw. Not a bad Raw, a quick Raw. Raw's been relatively good. So you can't complain too much about it.
Yeah.
Fair bit of backstage stuff that wasn't needed, but it is what it is.
And on the dirt sheets it said that that SmackDown's going back to 2 hours.
Thank God. SmackDown's been tough to watch, so hopefully this feels it and makes it feel better. Because when it was a 2-hour show, it was running hot for a bit there. Yeah. And then they went to 3 hours, and for some reason you got an extra hour of wrestling, but you put an extra hour of just nonsense and ads. So.
And then it's just like...
and you just take the steam out of everything because you're doing stuff for the sake of filling time instead of doing stuff that matters.
Yeah.
But as always, thank you, everybody. Please think about what we mentioned at the beginning of the show. Put God first in your life. If you don't have God in your life yet, there'll be a link in the description, and on the final page, there'll be a little button to press, take you to the rocks. Plenty of content there about Jesus and God and everything else. And again, thank you. God bless. Anything from you, big guy?
Mwah. Bang.